Hello world, it is me again. This is day 2 of 30, I guess, but it's very interesting. I'm in a very different place now. I actually came out to this really quiet, I guess you could call it like a villa or a cottage or something. Not a cottage, but it's pretty big. It's a studio up in a hill, and I'm just surrounded by nature. I'm surrounded by birds and dogs and just I can see the town from here. It's pretty cool. I'll show you guys more in the next videos. But yeah, man, I came out here. Past few months with all of this stuff going on, I've been working on a few different things. Uh, between my coaching, my filmmaking, my content creation, but also I've started some very interesting stuff I'm going to talk to you guys about very soon. And the inspiration came from the feedback I got on the AI video from you guys. So please watch out. I'll be talking about that hopefully by this weekend when I'm kind of got something to announce. But yeah, so today I was thinking about it because the only reason I came out here, I didn't want to be in the city with all the chaos, and so I decided I'll look for a place that's quiet. I'll look for a place that's, where I can just focus and just kind of put myself into my work. But yeah, I ended up here and it's been beautiful, but really I didn't feel like working today. I didn't do much. And going back to what I was saying yesterday about the grind, the hustle, the culture that a lot of us have kind of been raised in, I think, at least for me, I feel like I've for years believed that taking a break or getting rest, or even like playing games or whatever, was either procrastination or laziness or, waste of time or whatever labels you want to put to all of those things. But in these past few months, I've really understood that actually it's good to get rest. It's good to sleep. It's good to take a break. It's good to go on, holiday or to a spa or play a video game or whatever it is. Just we're not here. I think the experience of life is not about how much you work and how much you make, right? We're here to experience the whole plethora of life, and when we get too blocked in a certain direction, we're not really letting ourselves experience all of life. And whether or not you believe in the collective consciousness, it is still injustice to your soul, to your individual experience out here. And yeah, today was just one of those days, and I really wanted to just kind of bring up the fact, if you are like me, were like me, take a pause. Don't feel bad about it. If there's a day you don't want to do anything, you're probably thinking, oh, it's easy to say, I have a job, I have this, I have that. We all have commitments, we all have things we want to do, but I think having been a freelancer, an entrepreneur, self-employed, creative for many, many years, I think it's a lot of faith in yourself and faith in the fact that everything works out when you are in alignment with what you want. Despite my ups and downs, there was a subconscious knowing that if I keep treading the direction that I need to, things will kind of fall into place. It's very different now that I've gone through a big cycle of having people and then now having to do a lot of things by myself, but it's still the same. And I think all the more reason for me to take these pauses, take a day, just go to the beach, have a beer, call a friend, I don't know, whatever makes you feel good, clear your mind, and especially if you are a creator, entrepreneur, founder, whatever. If you're someone who initiates creation, you know, creation comes from a place of absolute unrestraint, from alignment and unrestraint. And this might resonate with some of you, may not resonate with others, but there's the concept of the masculine and the feminine energy that we all carry. This is nothing to do with male and female, but from the divine masculine feminine perspective, or in quantum physics it's called electromagnetism, right? We all have this field, the electric and the magnetic fields. So the electric, or the masculine, is the doing, the action, the moving, and then you got the feminine, or the magnetic, which is more creation and nourishment and magnetizing, right? And you need a balance of both. And for years I did not see that clear enough, and I burnt myself out. I went this direction, kept wondering why things don't work out. You need to balance it out. You need the pause in between. It can't be too much on either side. So anyway, this is all part of actually something I'm building, that I'm gonna be sharing very soon. Some free resources. This is it's not based off just my coaching concept, but this is based off my own experience over these past 6 months. I'll share more with you guys, but it's essentially the idea of a kaleidoscope. When you look into it and there's a pattern, and all you gotta do is make the slightest shift, and the whole pattern completely changes. And they also say you don't see the same pattern twice. But yeah, just small increments of changes in your life. And if you asked me 6 months ago, would I just take a day off to do nothing, I would have probably said no. I would probably felt guilty even if I did. So it's these little micro shifts that have brought me to a place where I'm just sitting in a mountain and I'm trying to build a business and create some cool stuff and talk to you guys. So yeah, please feel free to share in the comments, or otherwise anything that you guys resonate with on these videos, so I can also get to know what it is that you guys want to hear from me, or if I'm talking stuff that doesn't make sense or whatever else, or maybe some of you know more about certain things I talk about than I do. But whatever it is, I'm trying to really do this as an accountability for myself, but also so I can reach the right people, whoever needs to hear this. I know there have been several times I've heard the right person at the right time, often on YouTube or an Instagram post or whatever it is. And I hope I can do the same for someone else through these videos that I make. And oh wow, oh look at that. Yeah, anyway, that being said, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm gonna maybe walk around the property or something, show you guys a bit more. But yeah, always feel free to reach out. I hope you guys took something out of this. Like and subscribe if that's something you want to do. Sign up for my newsletter if you want to be informed of a lot of this stuff I'm talking about. The kaleidoscope shifting, my AI business, a bunch of these things I'm going to be updating you guys on very soon. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to just continue chilling today. I'm not going to force anything. I'm just going to let myself relax. I'm going to make some music or something after this. So yeah, have fun guys, and be kind to each other, be happy, just make the best of the time we have here. Thank you.